Hello, I'm Rob Watson. I'm the course module leader for TECH1502, Introduction to Community Media. What I'm going to do in this short video presentation is just give you a brief overview of the things that we're covering in week one and what we need to look at and prepare for, and the kind of issues that we'll cover through the lecture and the kind of style that the lecture will take. And then some of the activities that we'll follow on with in the week in the workshop. First of all, I've produced the PowerPoint slides for the lecture, but I won't be sharing the PowerPoint slides with you. I use a lot of media, and so there's a lot of copyright issues about sharing media. But what I will do is I will give you a copy of the notes for the lecture. And so any of the kind of background information that's contained in the lecture will be spelled out and written out in this form as a PDF document. Now you'll be able to convert the PDF document to a Word document if you need to, but in order to share it broadly on the web, it's stored as a PDF document. And what the notes do is they give you a kind of background reading for all the issues that I'm covering in the lectures that supplement the media that I'll be using as well. Things like contact details, things like what kind of reading you should be doing, what kind of questions might come up as a result of the issues that we're talking about. So each week I'll try and get these notes out to you in advance of the lecture so that you can have a look at them and you know where we're heading with them. If you don't want to read them in advance, that's fine. It's nice to just sit and let the lecture unfold. And one of the key skills that I want to focus on in the module, particularly in the lectures, is the tried and tested technique of oral presentation and listening. So one of the key things that you'll have to do throughout the module is you'll have to bring a notebook. It's absolutely essential that you have a notebook and pen with you each session. Now, as I say, I'm not expecting you to write things down word for word, verbatim, from what's shown on the screen or what's given in these notes. There's ways to make notes which include, you could doodle, it's perfectly okay. You can draw maps. You can take keywords. We'll look at some ways to aid and support and help and develop your ability to keep notes and to take notes and to make meaningful and purposeful notes that supplement the kind of lecture notes that you get given. As I say, I use a lot of visual images in the lecture, and this is designed to kind of contrast and support the written material that you're going to be expected to consider and look at throughout the 24 weeks of the module. And particularly, we're going to be working through the book by Ellie Rennie, Community Media, A Global Introduction. And for the first session, I want you to read the introduction. As you might see, I've highlighted lots of areas of interest in the introduction, so it's going to be an important part. While it might not be specifically related to every issue we cover in the lecture, it will be related generally to the idea of community media, and it helps us to further the discussion and the conversation and the debates that we'll have about the issues that emerge and come out of the kind of lectures and workshops that we undertake. Now, one of the main ways I'm going to get information across to you and that you can share in is I use the DMU Commons Wiki. You can find this at wiki.our.dmu.ac.uk. I'll be showing you, and John, my colleague who will be working with us on this module, will be showing you how to use the wiki, how to get the best out of it. In fact, this isn't just a one-way approach, as in the best examples of community media. You'll be co-producing and collaborating, and you'll be using the wiki. It's a Wikipedia style wiki, but you'll be using the wiki to work collaboratively, to share knowledge and information, and to help bring together ideas that we can use to enhance the module and enhance our learning, and to share the things that we find interesting. So a couple of things then. So listening is going to be really important. So note taking, reading the core material, the chapters in advance of the lecture sessions is going to be really important. You'll get sick to death of me saying these things, but they are really important that we do them. And then I'll deliver kind of lectures each week, which hopefully can keep them quite visual, and we can have a good debate and discussion about the issues that emerge from it. And then I'll supplement that with the document of the kind of lecture notes, which you'll be able to download via the wiki in order to be able to make sense as we go along of what the module's about. So you'll be working with me. I'll be running the lectures, and my colleague John Coster is joining us to run the workshops. And John's got 10 years experience of working with community media. He's a community media champion. He's the guy who put the idea of the community media cafe on the map in this country. So he's got a lot of experience, practical experience, and I want you to use John's experience and learn from John's experience. Ask him lots of questions, and ask me lots of questions as well. That's what we're here for. I hope you've had a really good week. Welcome to the course, Communication Arts. There's an awful lot that will be going on at the moment, but we'll take time to get to know each other, and we'll take time to make sure that we catch up with any information that might fall off down the back of the sofa. This is the second time I've done one of these video introductions. So if you've got any feedback for me, do I need to improve the lighting to get rid of my double chin? Who knows? But hope you have a great time.